gorgeous imagery bouncing off one another to open this and prep us for the very expositional visuals. So we know where we are and gives us kind of the gravity of the situation. Really great concept, well executed. It kind of reminded me of a Black Mirror episode. I love the tapping into the inherent fear and distrust of technology taking over and ulterior motives, the preservation of human dignity ultimately through this, and using AI for the creation of the piece itself was a great, intelligent way to tie that all in.
The 3D modeling in this was fantastic. It draws you right into this film. And then the fact that everything goes silent without actually seeing a crash makes it feel so real. And to have AI replacing this guy upon death, that feels not so much science fiction anymore because of how much AI is becoming up in our personal lives. And so you could see how scary it would be if your emotional intelligence and your physical intelligence could be uploaded onto a device, and how much computers could change things. This film really does have themes beyond what we typically see. It's has themes that people want to say about AI, but don't want to say out loud. It's really far advanced than the dialogue is far advanced, more than people want to conceptualize. It was really well done and really thought-provoking.
Little tastes of different type of sci-fi element experiences that we've been introduced to in the past. Conversation happening between these two characters. And what a plot twist in the end for it to basically tell us that a human had written of what the AI was saying, and an AI system had ended up writing the lines of what our leading male had said. So they essentially taken the use of AI and made it into a creative art form of storytelling. And so it gives us this idealism of what can we do with these AI technologies, and when it comes to the future of filmmaking itself. And so there are very beautifully executed animation moments within this piece. The conversations are technologically advanced, but simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, and I feel like that's kind of what's expressed here. It's very minimal in the way of things are going, but the conversation really has you think about humanity and life and death, and what happens when you die, or when something doesn't necessarily regenerate the way that you hoped it would regenerate.
And I enjoyed this film, that how they have such a simple setting and they rely solely on such a terrifying script. This is a horror movie so far in the horror scheme. I loved it. And then you go through the hoops, and then you have this closing final, the cherry on the top of horror, where it says, "Let's try again," and all the implications behind that, and who's taking over and all that.
It's like fantastic. It's marvelous. It might not have like lots of storyline going on, but it's a good showcase in a short film, like how we like vision like our lives in the future, and it's like marvelous and like breathtaking, like seeing that. So I think like the filmmaker is pretty well done in terms of the editing, in terms of the like arranging like the scenes, like the sequences in this short film. So overall, it's pretty impressive to see this short film.
As far as the execution, using the generative AI for the visuals at the beginning was fine. I almost wish there was a bit more of that, as this really ends up presenting like a really polished table read. But I get it; it kind of makes sense again for that premise of what's happened with John and him. Probably not physically existing anymore. So I think it uses those limitations or even exploits them to great effect to really drive this narrative, this concept.